up, guys? Welcome to Just Vibey Vibes. Welcome to our Raising Africa series. Yeah. Okay, so today I want to talk about you are the problem. That's what I want to talk about. Because I have been too much on Twitter. Like, normally I'm not a tweeting person, to be honest. It was NSAS that took me to Twitter. And since then, I've been on Twitter. And I don't really used to go to Twitter like that, but nowadays I find myself going on Twitter like every day. During NSAS, I used to have a shift, right? Anybody that don't really know, at least I take about 8 hours. Like the time I'm going to work, the time I'm coming back from work, I just use this time to tweet, retweet. If I have any break, retweet. So I used to just do that, to keep the NSAS machine rolling. So I was an NSAS, so if you don't like NSAS, because they were doing a lot of bad things. No matter how you look at it, cut it, dice it, SAS was bad, and so is the police system still bad. So anyway, let's forget about that. So now let's go now to why I want to say you are the problem. I see on Twitter, like most people, like everybody's blaming somebody, but nobody's looking at themselves. Like in Nigeria now, there's so much fraud, and I speak to people that know that are back home, and they say that in, like, if you see 5 boys, about 3 of them are doing fraud in some cities, like places like Lagos and Abuja. So that is really I don't know about Port Harcourt, like at the boys, lots of them doing fraud and all that. So you're stealing someone's money, and people have normalized this so much that even pastors even preach about it like it's your grace, things like that. Oh, it's a special grace, something like that. So you have the grace to steal from someone's hand-in money, and God will just forgive. What kind of partial God are you serving? I thought your God is not a partial God. I thought your God is not a respecter of man. But that God now is giving someone grace to be stealing from other people. Really? Please. So anyway, so all those things that people don't care about where money comes from. They just care that there's money, and they've made having money like is the best thing in life, and not having money is like a curse. So because of that now, everybody, because the thing is this, right? Africans care about how people see them. I've said this a lot of times. So because now this has been seen as something that is good, just having money, doesn't matter how you have it. So that's why you see people every time it's car. Someone does not have a house, but they have 4 cars. They're renting a house though. How dumb can you be? Anyway, so at the end of the day, I want to say that you are the problem. What are you doing wrong? Your country cannot be the way it is without you. The country can only be as good as its people are. As good as the weakest link. They say a team is as good as its weakest link. So what are you doing? For a country to be that bad, the majority of the citizens are that bad. That's why it must be that bad. Because politicians alone does not make a country bad. The people have to be bad too to vote those politicians in. They have to be stupid. So what are you doing? You are the problem. You that go and vote for them, you're the problem. You that rig the election, you're the problem. You that someone hires you in a job and you destroy their business. There are so many stories. I've been speaking to so many people here in the UK, trying to get them to invest back home again. Like, invest in Nigeria now, or invest in your country. Not that Nigeria, if you are like, start a business now, do something back home. And sometimes I hear people say, oh, I have done, and they stole everything. I'm like, arrest them. Yep, I will arrest you. I'm like, arrest them. Arrest them. Use more money than the money that they stole to make sure you teach them a lesson. They're like, oh, the family will beg this. So you people are the problem then. People are trying to invest in you. They give you a job. You steal from that job. You destroy the job while you're praying. Because most of us are religious. So whichever religion you belong to, you're praying, you're calling on God, but you're destroying someone's business. And then you cry later that you don't have a job. The one you had, what did you do with it? How can you kill someone's business? How can you steal from somewhere whereby if you had that job, you will keep on increasing, and as the job keeps on, as the company keeps on growing, or the business keeps on growing, you have better pay. Things will change for you, but no, you rather look for a way. Like there was this story I saw on Twitter. I retweeted some of it. I will check through my Twitter to see if I can find it, and I'll put lots of the tweet on the side as I'm talking like this, so people can read. People say they went to ShopRite to buy something, and the person selling it is giving them someone's like, oh, it's too expensive here, and take this number, call, you can buy on the side. So I have a shop and I employ you. Now you have a friend that is selling exactly what I'm selling, and then you're telling someone that's coming to buy from you to go somewhere else, and then tomorrow now you complain that you don't have because of how much cost. Then now when I leave, now you don't have a job, then you complain, you say it's the government. How is that the government? Was it the government that was stealing from the person? Was it the government that was diverting customers to somewhere else? But you forget that your friend has no shop. but this person has to pay for the shop. They have to rent it. So the money for the rent and everything, they have to put that into the product, so that if not, they don't make profit. What's the point of a business then without even little profit? So you are the problem. So when you want to think of what is wrong with your country, look at yourself. According to Michael Jackson, look, I'm standing with the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror, anybody. Look at yourself. You are the problem. And I'm going to say over and over again, what are you doing wrong? I am the problem in my own way. And I can tell you sometimes that I've been the problem. Maybe I wouldn't tell you, I don't know. Yeah, should I tell you? You know, if someone asks for bribe for something, like if there's a line for something and then you don't want to wait, and then you give someone money because that's the way things work, and you give someone money to bypass so that you can do your own fast, then you are the problem. I've done that. I did that sometime last year because there's something I needed. They were being so slow. Obviously, the people working there are the problem too, because they were being so slow. They were intentionally being slow. It would never happen like that in other places, because this is something that has to be Nigeria. That's how they are. So yeah, it was happening like that. And I was like, okay, I have to do something because I needed it fast. So I did. But I am the problem. You see, what I did was enabling people that that have those behavior to continue doing it. So I was the problem there. I remember, I think my sister went to do capturing or something, and then they wanted her, because she has a child, and obviously the children were crying or something, and then she wanted to do it, like, you know, they said, oh, if you're going to do it, then you're going to have to pay 10,000 naira. She didn't. She went home, came another day and did it. If everybody don't pay, if everybody don't do the right things like my sister did, not like the one I did to get my own faster, not the capturing stuff, but mine was a different situation. But if everybody, you know, stick to their guns like that, then guess what? People will not be asking by recording, and nobody will give it to them, or they know that someone will be recording them to report them. So I agree that we should report everybody as much as possible. Now there's internet, there's Twitter, tweet, retweet it, tag all them sites and all that, and tag everybody that you can tag that has influence, that will make you go viral. If people start losing their job, then maybe the little one that they have, then maybe they would stop. Like people are saying, oh, our countries are so bad, but you have so many ghost names. You that saying that they are bad, do you have a ghost name in one of those government work that you're not doing, but money is coming to you? Because there are lots of people that are getting paid, but they're not working. But every month salary comes to you. You are the problem. You're the reason why our cost is too much. You are the reason. And if you're a politician, they are paying you so much money, and then you're also stealing money for things that they're supposed to do. Just remember, all the deaths that happen on the road, if you've stolen money for roads improvement, is on you. All the medical issues that happen is on you. When people die from things that they could have survived from, is on you. All those people that die from air crashes, that when the plane crashed, if they will have good emergency service, they could have come to get them, is on you. All those people that die because there was no emergency system to come and take them, it is on you. All of you. If you've had those positions that you can do something and you didn't do it, it's on you. Whether you had those positions 20 years ago and it happened, because things don't just happen overnight. It's like they said, when you try to use hit a nail. No, like when you try to break something, the 99, then you hit the 100 times and it breaks. It's not the 100 one that broke it, it's the 99 and the 100 one that broke it. So think about that. So everybody has a hand in it. You that is shouting, and maybe your grandfather did, but maybe you guys could not keep the money. Now all of you are broke now, and then now you're shouting. So think about it. Am I the problem? Because you are. What are you doing? If every day you would take your time and say, I want to live the and I know that it's really, really hard in a place whereby things are always done, you know, crooked, for you to be straight. It is really, really hard. You're going to have things more difficult. If you're in a queue, you have to stand on the hot sun for a longer time to get your things done, maybe 3 days, 4 days. Other people are just coming, paying money and going, and maybe you have the money to pay, but because you decide that you don't want to do it that way, then I know it's going to be difficult, but continue doing it so that you would not be the problem. Because if more people continue doing it, if you do it, more people continue doing it, and then we got the 100th monkey. There's this thing called the monkey effect, whereby there was a study whereby monkeys in a different area changed their behavior. Like, let's say maybe they didn't used to pour water on their head, let's just say for instance, and then they kept on pouring water on their head, and when the 100th monkey is called like scientific, like when the 100, it doesn't mean 100, there's a number but that changes things. I don't know how it works, but when the 100th monkey like start pouring water on their head, then the monkey that living in a different area that is not even in that area, all of them start pouring water on their head, then it becomes a normal thing. So sometimes, like when a particular number of people have changed with something, then it affects the other people. Like you can see now the way like Nigeria, for instance, has gone so bad because lots of people are continually going bad, and now we have gotten to that estimate by more people are so bad that almost everybody now normalizes bad. Fraud is not bad as long as it is not your money that they took. When they take your money, now it's bad. But you sing that song though that glorifies fraud. You dance to it. You go out to someone that does fraud. You eat the money. They take you for lunch, dinner, and you eat. Or your friend, and you tell her, oh, buy something when you're coming back. Well, now when they take your own, you're crying, right? Or when they take your mother's when you're crying, right? We have to stop glorifying it. Doesn't matter how. Like even when EFCC catch these people and then you say, oh, what about the politicians? No, let them catch everybody. The politicians, the small ones, whichever one, let them start. Wherever they can get and charge, let them do it. We have to do it. Everybody. Nobody should be spared. And you as a person, think. Remember that you're the problem. Stop pointing your fingers at anybody. What are you doing? Unless you're not doing anything wrong. Look at yourself very well. Am I doing anything wrong? If you're not doing anything wrong, then that's good. But most people are. You're either complicit. Maybe you're not telling someone that is doing something wrong that, oh, what you're doing is wrong. Maybe you have friends in your circle that are doing things bad. Have you cut them off from your friends' circle, or are you continually to be friends with them and then come on internet and be shouting, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong. But the people around you, have you told them? Let's change. If each and every one of us can change, I promise you Africa will be good. We have to. We really, really do need to. I want it so bad. That was why, like, to be honest, last time I was on Twitter was for Love Island. I think I think it was season 5. I think that was last time I was really, really on Twitter. Season 3, yeah, season 3 I was fighting. Like literally fighting on Twitter. Yeah. But then we yeah, most people here I'm talking to, like, I don't know if they watch Love Island, but season 5, UK Love Island. Season 5, oh, after that season 6, I just like I wasn't. But then I look at it now, is like this NSAS was just something that I saw like a vehicle for change. It was not even about the NSAS anymore. It was like we can do things, because the unity was just, I never believed that we could be that united. So if we can do it, and it was like a ripple effect. Every African country had something that they were protesting, fighting about. Some of them were rape. Some of them were like, the cases were so bad. Like literally when you go, like when the NSAS was going on, sometimes you see other countries start trending, and then you look at, say, like Uganda police. Oh my God, the brutality there was like, oh my God. You know, so many things, but we have to stand up. If majority of us stand up, I don't care if you're gaining from me, then stop it. Tell the person you're getting from that, no, I'm not taking your money. I've said if we start shaming these bad people, they will stop. If someone is doing fraud, then let them do their fraud on their own. If you can report them, report them. But if you don't want to report them, then just be quiet. But do not take their money. If they give you, say, I don't want it, it's bad money. If everybody look down on them, nobody's praising them. They buy a car, they say, it's not that one that is stealing people's money to buy a car. They will stop it. I'm telling you, they will. Because we do care how people see us. That's an African thing. We do care. If people stop hailing them, people start seeing them for what they are. If you have money, if you know that if you have money that is not explained, people are going to just ignore you. Then you would only work hard to get money that you can explain how you got it. So let's do this and see how things will change. I hope this gets to you well, and I hope you can evaluate yourself and see what parts are you playing, what role are you playing in this problem that we're having all over Africa. And by the grace of the Almighty, everything will change for good. When we change ourselves, though, we have to work. Faith without work is dead. I'll see you some other time. And faith, work is not prayer. I know some people think work is prayer. Work is not prayer. Work is doing something, not praying. So for all those that are praying for change without doing any action for change, it's not going to work. Your Bible, the people that go to church, the Bible says faith without work is dead. And I'm sure whichever religion you're in, there is something there that is telling you that you need to work. And then your faith will not work. You need to put your faith to work. Okay. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.